welcome to my class. Today we are discussing moment of inertia of thin circular ring. This topic is covered in BSc first semester syllabus paper 1 mechanics unit 3 dynamics of rigid bodies. Students, in the previous lecture we have discussed how to calculate moment of inertia of a rectangular bar, and today we will discuss how to calculate moment of inertia of thin circular ring. So what do we mean by ring? Ring is a shape like this, and the mass of this structure is over the circumference. So this is a ring, the mass is placed over the circumference. Now we define the axis about which we calculate moment of inertia of this circular ring. The axis, let this be the axis which is passing through its center of mass and perpendicular to its plane. So if this is the ring, then what this dash means, that this axis is passing through the plane of this circular ring. So the axis about which we are interested in calculating the moment of inertia of this circular ring is the axis which is passing through its center of mass. Of course, it passes through the center of this circle which is representing circular ring, and perpendicular to plane of this blackboard or plane of this circular ring. So the about an axis passing through center of mass of this circular ring and perpendicular to its plane. So as the mass is distributed over the circumference only, and here there is no mass, all the mass is over the circumference. So let us consider a small section of this mass. Let this mass is represented with dm. So the distance of this mass, small mass, from the axis of rotation is equal to radius of this circular ring. So the moment of inertia of this small section of the mass about this axis will be moment of inertia, small moment of inertia of this mass, it will be dm multiplied with r square. Now we have to complete the moment of inertia about this axis because of the entire mass of the circular ring. So what we do? We will take the summation, as all mass is here, dm. So it is summation dm r square. So the moment of inertia of this circular ring about the given axis will be mr square, where m represents the mass of the circular ring. Now the next case, if we want to calculate the moment of inertia of this circular ring about an axis which is again passing through its center of mass, but now the axis lies in the plane. So this axis will make up for the diameter of the ring. So the second is about an axis which will be the diameter of the ring. Moment of inertia of this circular ring about its diameter. Students, we can do this, or this axis may be like this, or we can represent this axis like this also, because this axis is passing through its center, this axis is also passing through its center, so the both are representing the diameter, and these two diameters are mutually perpendicular to each other. And we already know the moment of inertia of this circular ring about an axis which is passing through its center of mass and perpendicular to its plane, which is passing through this blackboard. Here we have calculated this. So to calculate moment of inertia of this circular ring about any of this axis or this axis, we can apply the theorem of perpendicular axis here. So the moment of inertia in this case about this axis will be moment of inertia about this. Suppose this is x axis, this is y axis, and the perpendicular to the plane will be represented theorem of perpendicular axis, it will be Ix plus Iy equals to Iz. This we have already calculated. It is moment of inertia about an axis passing through center of mass and perpendicular to its plane. This we have already calculated. And Ix is moment of inertia. This is a diameter. This is also a diameter. So it is, we can represent it like this. Moment of inertia about diameter. This is also moment of inertia about a diameter. So this is 2Ig equals to mr square, or moment of inertia of this circular ring about any of the diameter will be 1/2 mr square. So this is the moment of inertia of the circular ring about an axis passing through center of mass perpendicular to its plane, and about any of the diameter is 1/2 mr square. In the third case, we can also calculate moment of inertia of this circular ring about any tangent. Suppose this is the ring, and about this tangent we want to calculate moment of inertia of this circular ring about this axis. So in this case, how we will do that? We will do that with the help of theorem of parallel axis. We know the moment of inertia of this circular ring about this means diameter. So in this case, the moment of inertia will be moment of inertia about this axis is 1/2 mr square plus, this is about tangent, about any tangent, plus mass of the body which is m, and square of the perpendicular distance between the two axes means this diameter and this tangent. So it is mr square. So it is 3/2 mr square. Okay. So we have discussed the three cases for calculating moment of inertia of the circular ring about the axis passing through center of mass perpendicular to its plane, passing through center of mass but lying in the plane of the ring, that means about any diameter. And in the third case, we have calculated the moment of inertia of a circular ring about any of the tangent using the theorem of parallel axis. Now we move to next article, that is, now we will calculate moment of inertia of a circular disc. That article is important, and students, this article we have discussed because the results of this article will be utilized in calculating moment of inertia of circular lamina or circular disc. Moment of inertia of a uniform circular disc, or you can say lamina. Now how this problem is different than the previous one, let us see that. That was the ring and the mass was placed over the circumference, and in case of circular disc the mass is over the entire structure, means the mass is distributed over the plane, this circular plane. So we can say this is a circular lamina. Now mass is not placed over the circumference, it is over the entire surface. This we mean by circular disc. In the earlier article it was placed only on the circumference, it was not here. Okay. Now again we have a choice of axis about which we want to calculate moment of inertia of the circular lamina. So we have this choice about an axis passing through center of mass and perpendicular to its plane. Perpendicular to its plane. So this will be the axis. This will be the axis. The dotted means this axis. You can see this axis is like this. If you see it in reality, if this is the circular lamina, then the axis, this will be the axis which will be passing through its center, and perpendicular to its plane which will be passing through this black hole. Okay. Now to calculate this, let us consider that this circular disc large number of concentric circular rings. Let us consider one such ring at a distance x from the center and of thickness dx. Now, mass per unit area of this circular disc is m is the mass and per unit area r is the radius. So m over pi r square. So mass of this we can calculate from here. Mass of the elementary circular ring, it will be equal to m over pi r square, the area of the ring when we cut it. So we have, what will be the area? Circumference 2 pi x into dx. So we have the mass of this elementary ring at a distance x from the center and of thickness dx. It is 2m over r square x dx. Now the moment of inertia of this elementary circular disc about the given axis will be its mass 2m r square x dx into square of the distance from axis of rotation, that is x, means x square. So it will be x, it is x, so multiplied with x square, it makes it x cube. So this is the moment of inertia of this elementary part. Now we have to calculate the moment of inertia of the entire circular disc. So to do that, as this is made up of large number of these elementary rings, so these rings we are placed from a distance 0 to r over the radius, over the entire radius it is placed, and it makes up, when these are closely spaced, and this structure will make the circular disc. So we will integrate this expression over the limit from 0 to r, and we will get the moment of inertia of the entire circular disc. Let us do that. So moment of inertia of given circular disc about the given axis, it is equal to integration x is equal to 0 to r, as these are placed inside this circular disc, 2m over r square x cube dx. So when we simplify it, we get 2m r square as constant outside of the integration, x 4 by 4, which makes r 4 by 4 minus 0. It makes, when we simplify it, we get 1 by 2 m r square. So this is the moment of inertia of this circular lamina about the axis passing through its center of mass but perpendicular to its plane. Now in the second case, we calculate the moment of inertia of this circular disc. Means this represents the mass is over this entire plane about an axis passing through center of mass but lies in the plane. It means this axis, about this axis which is passing through center of mass and lies in the plane of the circular disc. Now this axis represents the diameter of the circular disc. It means we have to calculate the moment of inertia of the circular disc about diameter. This, as we have previously done in the previous article, we will make use of the theorem of perpendicular axis here, and when we apply the theorem of perpendicular axis, what we get? This axis also represents the same, means diameter, and we have calculated the moment of inertia about an axis passing through center of mass and perpendicular to the plane here. So here again I am applying the theorem of perpendicular axis, means Ix plus Iy equals to Iz. Both these represents the moment of inertia about the diameter, equals to, this we have calculated, it is 1/2 mr square. So moment of inertia about any of the diameter of this circular disc will be 1/4 mr square. In the third case, students, we can calculate the moment of inertia of this circular disc about any of the tangent. About any of the tangent. About a tangent. So, this is the circular disc. The mass is over the entire plane of this circular disc, and let this be a tangent about which we want to calculate the moment of inertia of this circular disc. As this is the center, and let this be the diameter. So again here I will be applying the theorem of parallel axis. So moment of inertia about the tangent, it will be about the diameter, it is 1/4 mr square. We have just calculated the result, plus mass of this disc m, square of the distance between the two axes, that is, this distance is r, so r square. So the moment of inertia about any tangent, it is 5/4 mr square. So students, here we have calculated the moment of inertia of a circular ring and a circular disc about the different choices of axis of rotation, about an axis passing through center of mass but perpendicular to the plane, about an axis passing through center of mass but the axis lies in the plane that makes the diameter. Okay. And in the third case, we have discussed how to calculate the moment of inertia about a tangent using theorem of parallel axis.